Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. It's officially Pride Month, and if you're wondering how you can show support, our next guest is here to help. We welcome back motivational speaker, author, and advocate, Dr. Elijah Nicholas. It's so nice to see you, my friend.
It is always nice to see you, my friend. How are you?
I'm great. We're so excited about Pride Month. Can we just talk a little bit about why it's so important?
Pride Month is more important today than it ever has been in my life. Of course, it's a time for celebration and joy and all of those things. And this month specifically is important for advocacy and justice work that we're doing around the world.
So a lot of people become maybe inspired to come out during Pride Month. Are there things that we should be conscious of or thinking about our loved ones to best support them in that way if that's a decision that they're ready to make?
Absolutely. Coming out, let me tell you, I had two coming out stories, first as a closeted lesbian and then as a transgender person. And I will say for families, oftentimes it's never easy. But I also say that responding in love and joy and caring concern for your family member is really the thing that creates a pathway to a healthy.
And maybe some loved ones have some misunderstandings or misconceptions. Are there helpful questions that we can ask to still be supportive without being too invasive, I guess?
Absolutely. It's really important to me, I think, to start with always love. I love to start with love and happiness and joy and making sure to affirm your loved one, letting them know that whatever path you choose in life, you are loved. And then getting into the questions of are you safe? Are you healthy? And then the main question is, how can I support you?
Because sometimes people can forget, right? Even though this is someone in your life that's telling you a big new piece of information, they're still the same person on the inside, right? They really haven't changed that much.
Absolutely. I would say that I would guess that my mother would probably say that I'm even happier today than I was before I came out, if you will, because I'm able to live in my truth and live in my most authentic self. And because of that, I'm a happier person.
Of course, I'm sure. I mean, just that mental load of maybe keeping a secret or being unsure about what you want to share with your loved ones can be so taxing. Do people still get confused sometimes in terms of if someone is coming out, if it's a gender identity or a sexual orientation, and how can we help people understand that better?
Yes, and I'll have to tell you, my mother is a 77. She was 70. Wow, 7 years. She was 70 when I actually came out and let her know that I was living in my truth. And, she asked me for a little bit of grace and said, "Hey, can you just give me a little bit of grace? Because I'm trying to understand this whole identity thing." And that allowed me to grow a better understanding in that, when we talk about sexual orientation and who we are sexually, we're talking about who we love, right? And when we talk about gender identity, we're talking about who we are. So that is the main difference that sometimes gets confused.
It's a really simple way to understand it when you break it down that way. Are there ways that we can show meaningful allyship this month and all year long, even if we don't maybe have someone directly in our life we're thinking about supporting?
One of the easiest ways to show allyship is getting a rainbow flag, a non binary flag, or a trans flag, putting it on your bumper sticker or in your window car or even at home. That lets people in your family and in your community know that this is a safe space and you are welcome here.
What's it like for you if you're going about your life and maybe you're walking into a new business and you see a flag like that? It must help you feel, a little bit more safer in certain spaces.
It makes me feel safer. It makes me feel like this is a place where I want to invest my resources and invest my time. So, honestly, it's kind of like one of those secret shopper situations. I go places and I look for indications of inclusion. And when I see that, I'm more inclined to enter that store. I'm more inclined to shop on that website. So, as a business owner, I think it's really a good thing to do.
Well, you mentioned right off the start why Pride Month is just more important than ever. And I know you're an eternal optimist. There are a lot of reasons people could be afraid or maybe nervous right now, but you're always looking for the bright spots and like people in our community who are so invested in that inclusion.
It is the best time. I know some people may disagree with me, but I feel this is the best time to be a part of I call it rainbow community, because this is a time to really dig deeper in love and dig deeper and see how is it that I can vibrate at an even higher level of energy and an higher level of love. Because as I always say, what we put out is what comes back to us, and I just truly believe that we're going to get through this in that way by showing one another more love, conscious love specifically.
I so believe that too. Do you have any big special plans this month? I know you're so busy. You were just giving a talk earlier today.
Yes, we've been here in DC today. We had our Policy and Safety Institute meeting, and tonight I'm actually getting ready to get dressed and put my tuxedo on. We have our Labor of Love awards dinner, and it's a gala, and we're going to really recognize the organizations that have been deep in the fight with us for centuries now, and just show them love and show them honor and show them respect. And then tomorrow here in Washington D is World Pride, and so there's the Capitol Pride parade. So that's always fun, and this is international. So there are folks from all over the world here, and then we'll march. We'll march in solidarity for justice and equity on Sunday. So there's a whole lot of things to do this month.
Lots of reason to celebrate. I know you're so busy. You're out there doing the good work, and we're so thankful for you, and thank you for spending some time with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, we want to remind viewers that Dr. Elijah has a children's book called Madoodle that's a helpful tool for talking with kids about gender expression. We'll have more information about the book and Dr. Elijah on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.